All right, ladies and gentlemen, just going to talk more about Anne Heche. So, we all know Anne Heche had kind of like a, when she was married to Ellen, Ellen looked really good at that time, by the way. She looked very masculine, but she was very pretty still, and she looked great. She looked kind of like a guy, but like some lesbians, lots of lesbians like that. But Ellen was still thin, so she had that very good look. And Ellen's very good. I think, when you talk about Ellen, you think, Ellen was able to maintain a certain look for a long time. A lot of these celebrities that are lesbian or trans will gain weight or look, or not a lot, because that's not necessarily true. There's a lot of trans that don't, and a lot of lesbians that don't, but and a lot of gay men that don't. But some of these people that are gay, lesbians, or trans might be overwhelmed by the bombardment of the negativity that they might get. And I'm not saying this is true for any of them. Even some of them might not have. That might not, like George Michael, for instance, right? And Shaz Bono, they both gained weight. George Michael passed, but George Michael was not. May have gained weight for other reasons. Maybe that's not it. But like Shaz Bono, I'm pretty sure he did because he was very positive and happy throughout his life. But Shaz Bono gained weight. And it's not to say that these people gain weight for any particular reason. They might gain weight just because they're hungry and want to eat, or they don't want to diet. And gaining weight is not bad. Some people find that very beautiful, right? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Everybody's beautiful. Gaining weight is not a bad thing. But just so you guys know, and like Katie Lang, for instance, right? But Ellen was able to maintain a very thin, gorgeous look for her whole life, right? While she was an entertainer, and so she was able to do that. And so, with this Anne Heche story coming out, Portia La Rossi must be very happy that she's with Ellen, but Anne Heche, Anne Heche is not necessarily, we can say that she had been upset by the fact that she was dating Ellen and maybe she was closeted later. I don't know. But you're not going to necessarily say that because it might not even be true. But the thing is, Anne Heche became an alcoholic and she had done a lot of driving under the influence and stuff like that, which has no particular reason, and it might be for no particular reason, but she had all these good looking husbands. It's like, well, and like I'm just going off on a tangent, right? Like none of this might even make sense. But anyway, um, Anne Heche, we need Anne Heche to recover. All right, that's the whole bottom line. We want Anne Heche to recover. Then she can deal with her DUI and her crashing into someone and like a hit and run. But obviously that's terrible. She's got to recover first. This is awful news, right? And it might not stem from any of her being closeted. It might not stem from that at all, right? Maybe she has a deep-rooted issue because maybe her parents were alcoholics. Maybe it could be any particular reason. People get addicted to substances for no reason in particular sometimes, right? Um, so might not have anything to do with Ellen or anything, but as I'm saying this, I'm like, what if they see this and then they're like, well, they just mentioned like that makes no sense, right? But obviously, I'm trying to make it sound like it's not so controversial what I'm saying. But with Anne Heche being the way that she was in the last couple of years, we don't know what her issue was. Maybe she was just tired of acting. Maybe she was overwhelmed by her being popular and famous. Maybe she was overwhelmed by some other reason, darling. We do not know, darling. But the thing is, Anne Heche is very beautiful, very popular. She was able to act very well. She was in shows recently. I'm pretty sure she was in shows recently. I wasn't really watching any of her new stuff. I never really paid too much attention to what she was doing. But I did know that some of her past stuff was really good. I did like her acting before. Like when I was younger, I used to watch a lot more TV. I watch TV still, like YouTube, but I don't watch like TV necessarily. So I don't really watch TV, but I watch YouTube. So if there's any Anne Heche thing, I enjoy it. Anne Heche is a good actress. But yeah, so it's very tragic. And setting all that aside, right, what I was saying before, Anne Heche is a human being. We need her to recover. We want her to do well. We want her to feel good. This is really overwhelming. I don't even know if she has burns all over her face, right? This could really change her life completely. So we want to give her privacy. We want to give her all the joys that she possibly could have after the recovery. But I just hope she's okay. Anyway, obviously all that stuff that I mentioned is just extra. The main point is we want her to recover. We want her to do well. We want her to feel good, right, darlings? Okay, bye now.